Hey everyone, BHO here with an unboxing of the Sony MDR-XB500 40mm bass headphones, and I've been really excited for these. I've been waiting for these for about a week, so they arrived really fast. So very impressed with the shipping date, thanks to Amazon. Now, I had trouble finding these at Best Buy and other stores, so I would highly recommend you buy it off Amazon. Currently they're offering a sale, so you should get it for about roughly $58 plus shipping. So it's not too bad, in other words. They do offer other models with higher bass, with up to 50mm drivers, I believe. However, I find 40 is more than enough. If you like to listen to dubstep, you'll be really impressed by these. Now, if you've seen my previous video, you've seen my iHome alarm clock speaker, and it's okay, I suppose, but I have a surround sound speaker I showed in the video, and that is really impressive. It's amazing for dubstep or anything that you like to really listen to loud. Now, what's really cool about these headphones is it offers the same amount of sounds without disturbing anyone who might be living with you or your neighbors. Also, you can listen to this music without much worry that people will be hearing what you hear so much. Now, however, even though people probably won't be hearing this blasting late at night at other houses nearby, the thing is, people will hear what you're listening to if you're pretty close to them and it's pretty quiet. Meaning, if you're in a classroom sort of setting and everyone's taking a quiz and you're going to listen to your music, I would not recommend it, because if you're sensitive about what you're listening to, people will hear it, so that's worth noting. However, if you're in a relatively loud setting, like in a cafeteria, or if you're just walking into the school and people are talking, pretty much if there's just any sort of background noise, you'll be fine, even though they might be able to hear it a tiny bit. All they'll hear is just a little bit of noise popping in and out. So it's kind of like a popping noise if there's a bit of background noise, in other words. What's really cool is they really isolate the sound. Listening to this music at a very comfortable tone, meaning I wasn't blasting the max, I wasn't even halfway volume. If you're listening to any sort of music and you're washing up, pretty much, you're listening to your favorite artist, and when you're washing your hands or brushing your teeth, what's really cool is you really won't hear that kind of noise. You're gonna hear your music, and it's not like really disturbingly loud. It's very comfortable. Your ears aren't gonna hurt at all. Speaking of ears hurting, the padding on these headphones is absolutely amazing. It feels like your ears are sitting on a leather couch, literally, because the ear pads are made out of some sort of synthetic leather, so they're extremely comfortable. The head strap's also really well thought out. It's more of a mesh instead of a leather, so if you happen to be sweating a tiny bit, or if you get moisture there somehow, what's really cool is it's going to absorb it, and it's not going to just make it all slippery and smell awful the next time you put them on. What is a bit annoying is the cord in some ways. In most headsets today, there's only one sort of outlet. I don't really know the term, but there's jacks on both ear muffs, so that's a bit annoying, but it's not a major drawback. It doesn't steal from the enjoyment at all. Another thing to note is the cord is tangle free. I'm not exactly sure if that's 100% true, but as long as I've been using these headphones, I've not had to untangle them once. However, I would not recommend wearing this to school, not because they're expensive or super fancy, but because they just don't look really good. These are not for looks. These are mainly meant for home use, like just enjoying it. It doesn't mess up your hair, so that's a huge plus. But it looks like you have pillows covering your ears when you're listening to these at school. So if you're trying to look cool by listening to headphones that are better than Dre Beats, well, those have you beat in this situation. This will look horrible. So clearly, if you want headphones, don't buy these if you're trying to get them for looks. But what is a nice feature is you do have the option of going portable. It comes with a free bag or carrying case, and it doesn't look solid, but it does do a solid job. As long as you're not putting this thing in like a drop test from 1,000 feet or whatever, you should be really fine just carrying this around in your backpack or whatever. So overall, this is definitely worth the purchase. Really happy with the money I spent on these headphones. It offers incredible sound. The only drawbacks I would say is its looks, as well as that the only drawbacks I would say is its looks. It doesn't really look too good. It might look acceptable in this video, but if you have these headphones or similar model, you'll be surprised how big they are. They're bigger than the size of my hand, let's just say that. And I have medium-sized hands, I suppose. So anyway, leave me your thoughts and comments down below of these amazing headphones, and I'll see you next time.